Hi, welcome back to Indigo Smokes Tarot. I am Alexis. I do go by Indigo for the purposes of the channel. I am doing this as a 6-month reading for the sign of Scorpio for 2020. I'm going to start off with angel numbers, and I'll go into like the overall energies and guidance for the year 2020, and then I'll go into the first 6 months, including from the remainder of this month until June. I'll clarify with tarot. I've already clarified a few of these cards with tarot, so I'm just going to dive right in. As far as angel numbers, we do have 888 here, we have 1010, we have 99, and we have 33. A few repeats that we have are the Sun card, so I do think that has a lot to do with illumination, clarity for you, Scorpio. As far as like the overall energy of the year 2020 for you it was interesting. We got a chakra card. We have the sacral chakra here twice, as well as the root chakra, so I do think that 2020 will kind of be a year where your main focus or your main energy or the situations that you're dealing with will be surrounding your first chakra and your second chakra. Things having to do with, you know, your security, your stability, your comfort, things of the earthly realm, things having to do with, you know, emotions, finances, your home, maybe your childhood, like I said, things of an earthly nature that have to do with things of a physical nature, okay? That could take on the form of, like I said, finances. That could take on the form of, you know, just survival, anything having to do with the physical realm and how that can bring you stability and comfort. I feel like that's going to be a theme that flows through 2020 for you. And just in the instance of you gaining control over that or mastery over that and of yourself, I feel like that's a theme for you for 2020. And I feel like there's going to be a prevalent energy of maybe you having to be very, like, very clear. Like, I feel like you're going to be very perceptive, very clear in 2020 about what it is that you're wanting, what it is that's like maybe limiting you, holding you back. I feel like you're gonna go through periods where you're really gonna need to detach, just in the sense of, like I said, having control and discipline over yourself. Yes, so that's just based off what I'm seeing here. But anyways, so as I was saying, so the first part that we got for the overall energy of 2020 for you, Scorpio, is the base chakra, as well as the reverse devil card, temptation. Okay. When I clarified the base chakra, like I said, this has to do with, you know, anything in regards to sustenance, survival, shelter. Like I said, it could have to do with childhood. This can go back to, you know, past, like I said, the patterns that you gained as you grew up. You know, it could be things happening in 2020 that kind of trigger you and force you to like reevaluate maybe in the way that you make money, maybe reevaluate, like I said, possibly wanting to maybe relocate, wanting to change some things up in your home. Like I said, it's going to have to do with things of an earthly nature. I don't feel like it's going to be too much of a... I just feel like 2020 is going to be a year of like self-discipline and self-mastery for you, okay, where you're going to be cutting out a lot of things and having to detach yourself from a variety of different situations and energies, just so that you can get your head on straight, Scorpio. And like I said, there's a prevalent sense of like emotion and security here, so I feel like that's the energies you're going to be working through. Clarifying the base chakra, we have the strength card. To me, the strength card is always about a certain level of confidence, a certain level of discipline, control. The strength card is about having like inner strength, being able to control your higher nature and your lower nature, not allowing yourself to be overruled, okay? Having, like I said, a certain level of restraint or control or discipline, as well as confidence. So like I said, I feel like you're gaining control over yourself. I feel like you're gaining control over, like I said, the things that can bring you comfort and stability, things in regards to earthly matters, money, home, family, like I said, things tracing back to your childhood, patterns that you maybe picked up as you were growing up, things like that. I feel like you're gaining mastery over that, the things that you are reevaluating. It's like if it's... you could be taking like maybe a laser like focus over these areas of your life and just figuring out what's working for you and what isn't. And I feel like strength is definitely about that. It's all about that self-control and that mastery. Clarifying the reverse devil card, we have the Queen of Swords, which is Libra energy. So like I said, that Queen of Swords is very clear thinking, it's very perceptive, it's very discerning, and it's very detached. Okay, she's not someone who is operating out of a lot of emotion. You know, she's kind of just going off of intuition as well as facts and what makes sense. And I feel like that's an energy that you're either going to need to be in, or that's the energy that you're naturally going to be in for 2020. The Queen of Swords, she is someone who has been through a lot typically. With this clarifying the reverse devil card, when the devil card goes into the reverse, it does talk about a level of freeing yourself from things that are maybe addictive or self-limiting for you, just things that are possibly draining or undermining to you overall. Okay. Addiction can literally be anything. Coffee can be an addiction, cigarettes obviously can be an addiction, overeating can be an addiction. It's going to vary for each and every one of you, of course, because this is a general reading. But when this goes into the verse, it does talk about freeing yourself from those things that are holding you back in some way, shape, or form. And the Queen of Swords is just the person or just the energy to do that, because she's very quick to use her sword. Okay, so I feel like you are definitely, like I said, this is self-mastery. This is you freeing yourself from things. This is you regaining that sense of control over yourself and over the things, like I said, that bring you that extra comfort, okay, on an emotional level, on a physical, financial level. Yeah, like I said, I feel like you're trying to get your head on straight. As far as the advice for 2020, so from Archangel Michael specifically, we have detach from the situation. Releasing any sense of attachment that you may have to fear or drama, basically. Clarifying this, we have the Ten of Cups. So once again, detaching from things just don't bring you that sense of emotional fulfillment or happiness, quite simply. And also, like I said, with the sacral chakra card being here twice, I feel like this definitely has to do with personal matters, intimacy, like could definitely be strong family or relationship energy here, where you are having to detach from situations that take away from your ability to be happy within a particular dynamic or within a particular relationship. But overall, I feel like the energy of this is just telling you to detach from the things that aren't bringing you this Ten of Cups fulfillment. Okay. Furthermore, for the advice, we have birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Okay. So that's pretty self-explanatory. This is all about, like I said, with the sacral chakra being here, that talks about emotions, intimacy, creativity, sexuality. So for some of you, this could be just the energy of trying to create. Okay. It could be literally like you creating in like an artistic way, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be the cliche, oh, you're creative, so focus on creative things, but it can. So if you are a creative person and that's where your focus is wanting to go for 2020, absolutely do that. But creating is just literally taking anything that you want to manifest from up here and getting it into reality. Okay, so maybe there have been like maybe this is just a process that you're going to have to be really, really patient with. So like I said, with this Queen of Swords, she is somebody who gets shit done. But with the reversed Eight of Wands being here to clarify this, like I said, there could be an energy of maybe you having to be patient, having to have a certain level of patience with the process of whatever it is that you're trying to, birth or create. But I do feel like this is an energy of you trying to enter into a new paradigm of sorts, or just a new phase, a new cycle, and you're having to be patient with whatever this creative process is for you. Yeah, but I do feel like maybe there's going to be some things that can cause you a little bit of a mental haze or some frustration or some blockages. And like I said, you're going to have to really be patient with the process. But I feel like that's happening because with the second card that came out, we have the Mirror. So who is triggering you? So like I said, there could be things happening in 2020 that trigger you. Like I said, possibly to, childhood things, or just things triggering you to reevaluate that things that govern like the second chakra and the first chakra, so relationships, family dynamics, finances, your home life, things along those lines. So like I said, I feel like there's going to be things that catalyze you going into this Queen of Swords energy, so that you can detach from the things that are just not working out for you and that aren't bringing you this Ten of Cups energy. Clarifying the Mirror, we have the Sun for the first time. So Once again, to me, the Sun card is always about a change in consciousness or illumination or a sense of clarity coming through. I mean, happiness too, but with this specifically, I feel like this is, like I said, when you're being triggered, that's shedding a light on what it is that's needing your Queen of Swords attention. Because, like I said, the Queen of Swords, she's not going to really give her energy to people, places, things, or situations that are not going to benefit her in the long term. She's not somebody who thinks with a sentimental lens. You know, she's very, you know, realistic to the point. So with the Sun card being here, like I said, I feel like things that things could happen to trigger you just to shed that clarity or that light or that illumination on what it is that you're needing to, you know, face and gain mastery over. Last card for advice, we have sacral chakra. So it's just saying that you're highly sensitive to, you know, negative energies, harsh items, harsh situations, relationships, anything that is in your environment, anything that you're putting on yourself. There could be a heightened level of sensitivity in regards to that. And like I said, emotions, creativity, sexuality, intimacy, intimate relationships could be a major theme for you in 2020. I do feel like this is kind of saying to beware of any kind of overindulgence, especially with that reverse devil card. Sacral chakra here is clarified by the reverse King of Pentacles. The reverse King of Pentacles can be somebody who's a bit overindulgent or can take on an energy of being greedy or just not grounded in himself or in his life. Hence that base chakra, like I said. When the King of Pentacles is in the upright, he's somebody who his base chakra and his sacral chakra are taken care of. Like I said, the King of Pentacles, he's somebody who's financially stable. So financially, on it, as far as like earthly things, he's good. He's not worried about anything because he's financially stable. He's secure within himself. He's secure within his home. He's just in a very stable and a grounded energy. And with this being in the reverse, clarifying sacral chakra here, like I said, I feel like this could just be telling you to make sure that you're not being overindulgent or greedy or ungrounded in regards to, like I said, your emotions, your creativity, your sexuality, and your relationships, and things of an intimate or creative nature. Okay, so beware of overindulgence. And most likely, I feel like the detachment situation trigger, you're going to encounter triggers in 2020. So try not to let those frustrate you too much and take on that Queen of Swords, detach from the situation energy, just that way so you can navigate, so that you can know how to navigate moving forward. Okay, so that is for all of 2020. But for as far as the first 6 months, I'm going to get into this now. So like I said, I clarified these already just because the cards kind of threw me off. So for January 2020, we have abundance here. Okay, abundance is pretty self-explanatory. That is an energy that is talking about having an abundance of opportunity, resources around you, kind of like your fruits coming in, or needing to, you know, just take advantage of what is around you at this time, or the energy that you're in for January. This is clarified by the reverse Hierophant and the Sun card once again. The reverse Hierophant, to me, it's kind of a stubborn or a rebellious energy. And now we have two Taurus cards here. The King of Pentacles is Taurus, the Hierophant is Taurus, and they're both in the reverse. So that can be like a very strong stubborn energy, or a very strong overindulgent kind of energy. So like I said, really be aware of that. But definitely with the abundance here, January, if you haven't already, take advantage of whatever opportunities you have around you. If your energy is high spirited, take advantage of that. Kind of like just ride the wave. Ride the wave of whatever good emotions or energy that you're in for January. Take full advantage of it. But furthermore, with the Sun card and the reverse Hierophant, I feel like I said, the Sun card is like providing you that sense of clarity or that illumination in regards to various aspects of your life and your energy right now. I feel like the Sun card could be illuminating some new opportunities or a new approach that you could be taking. The reverse Hierophant, like I said, it can be more of a rebellious or stubborn energy. It's all about kind of breaking tradition or going against the norm. So like I said, maybe you are coming into some kind of clarity about maybe a new path or a new way that you can do things, okay? Or a new way to this abundance. Clarifying further, we have the Journey card as far as why abundance is here for January, and then I clarified that with the Knight of Pentacles. So this is talking about a sense of movement or travel. Okay, I do feel like this is talking about, like I said, that same journey of maybe you going a new route or taking a different approach, taking on more of a rebellious energy in some way, shape, or form, maybe not doing things in the conventional or the traditional way. just gaining some inspiration and, like I said, clarity on alternative methods and routes and paths that you could be taking at this time. Clarifying this with the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is really good for me as far as like I said before, like being grounded in your energy or being stable, especially on a financial front. So I do feel like this could be a month of you being in a very independent energy in whatever way or whatever form that takes on for you. But with the reverse Hierophant, the Nine of Pentacles, that's very strong earth energy. That's very grounded energy as well. This is Virgo, so that detail-oriented, being self-sufficient, I feel like that's an energy that you could be in for January. Like I said, that Sun card, illuminating some things, that reverse Hierophant, taking a new approach, maybe just exploring a lot of new ideas, maybe that you didn't before, okay? For some of you, this will be talking about actual travel, but I feel like for the most part, this is just talking about this this journey towards these new paths that you could be taking, and just trying to have that sense of self-sufficiency. Like I said, I feel like 2020 is going to be a year of self-mastery and discipline for you, and you trying to, you know, reap the rewards of your hard work. Okay, and I feel like this is just the beginning of that. So I feel like whatever it is that you accomplish in 2020, it's January could hold some sense of, like, you know, an epiphany or a new sense of inspiration. Like I said, a new idea and alternative approaches you could be taking to get this Nine of Pentacles, independent, self-sufficient, financially, you know, set, grounded, secure, stable. I feel like you could be in an energy of coming up with a variety of different ideas to get this Nine of Pentacles, okay? Possibly some of you doing some travel in order to do that. Some of you could be, you know, just establishing this solitary or this independent energy, just wanting to get away, get a fresh sense of scenery, maybe via vacation, or like I said, these new opportunities that are coming in, they could be work related, and you could be traveling in regards to that. But further clarifying, we have perception here. So like I said, I feel like January just holds new perceptions for you, okay, new routes, new paths you could be taking. So we have that there. I do like that. That's pretty cool. For February, the overall energy is balanced, and it's clarified with the reverse sixth chakra. So this card is all about needing to ground yourself and needing to seek balance, okay? So that's the overall energy of February. Find your balance and ground yourself. Clarifying with the reverse sixth chakra, this does talk about, you know, not having a lot of clarity, or kind of like I said before, having like a mental haze, you know, not really being clear about maybe your sense of direction or your personal vision, and needing to reestablish that clarity, and kind of needing to redefine yourself if need be to give you that sense of clarity or to give you that sense of direction. Okay, but definitely seeking balance and needing to be grounded for whatever reason within your energy. Why is balance here for February 2020 for the Scorpio collective? Okay, we have the Page of Wands. Why is the reverse sixth chakra here for February 2020 for the Scorpio collective? Why is the sixth chakra here in the reverse for February 2020 for the Scorpio collective? Alright, we have the King of Pentacles in the upright now. So you could be taking on this earth energy, this Taurian energy, like I said before. You could be dealing with the Taurus. You can have a Taurus in your energy, strong Taurus placements in your chart. Clarifying the seek balance, we have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is all about good news, communication possibly, but definitely it's a creative energy. It's a very youthful, freedom-seeking, enthusiastic kind of energy, okay? So possibly, like I said, maybe for example, if some of you are very creative, you're going to need to ground yourself so that you can actually once again get that clarity in your maybe your creative vision or the direction that you're wanting to go as far as a creative project. That could be the situation or the energy in which you're needing to find that balance and be grounded. Other than that, I feel like this Page of Wands is just talking about taking on that energy of excitement and exploration and freedom. And like I said, if you're creative, that creative expression could be very key for you in February for whatever reason. Also, with these two Leo cards being here and then the Page of Wands, this balance could also be talking about maybe you having a lot of fire energy needing to be, you know, balanced out so that it doesn't get too out of control. Scorpio, your co-ruler is Mars, so you know that is something that could be relevant for a lot of you. Clarifying the reverse 6th chakra, we have the King of Pentacles. So once again, needing to get grounded, needing to get clear on you, your direction, your purpose, your personal vision, where you're going, how you're going to get there. There's definitely an energy of needing to figure that out, or at least wanting to figure that out in February. I like the King of Pentacles now being in the upright. It talks about basically getting serious and being very mature in your approach to things and very stable. So that's good. As far as finances, it looks pretty good. The 9 of Pentacles is good financially, and so is the King of Pentacles. So I do feel like that could be something that's on the up and up for you. Like I said, it could be starting now, or this could just be an energy that's coming through for you in the upcoming months. But regardless of any possible setbacks, regardless of any personal setbacks, I do feel like finance could be like a fluctuating thing for you in 2020, but I feel like that's something that, once again, with the Strength card, you're going to gain control over, or you might need to take a more disciplined approach in regards to, you know, finances and work and all of that. But it does look like there could be some fluctuations that cause a little bit of inconvenience in 2020, but like I said, I feel like you'll gain that mastery over it. What else? Do I want to clarify that further? I don't think so. Alright, is there anything else that... Alright, so why is balance here for February 2020 for Scorpio? Why is balance here for February 2020 for Scorpio? Perseverance, like I said, keep going, but definitely needing to remain grounded as you do so, not allowing this impulsive, this youthful, this freedom-seeking, or this creative energy, or whatever fiery energy that you could be inhabiting in February, not allowing it to, you know, take you to and fro, not allowing it to throw you off, okay? And why is the reverse 6th chakra here for February 2020 for Scorpio? Okay, we have complacency. So for some of you, if there's going to be a lingering energy of like being complacent or maybe procrastinating, or like I said, just not having that sense of clarity or direction, that's something that you're going to be needing to deal with in February, especially in regards to, like I said, things of a tangible, earthly nature, your home, your money, your finances, your job, family, things like that. Creativity, not allowing that haze to keep you stuck for too long. Perseverance and complacency, trying to get out of this energy, being very persistent. Like I said, Taurus, that Taurian energy that's here so strongly. Taurus is a fixed sign. It's the bull. It's stubborn as fuck, and once it's set on something, it's set. And so perseverance is basically telling you to, once again, ground yourself, find that balance, and get yourself out of whatever mental fog, lack of clarity, or procrastination or complacency that you could be in February. Okay. So I like that. For March, the overall energy is gratitude, the 5. That one is pretty self-explanatory. That one is just saying to remain like in an energy of gratitude in spite of whatever circumstances. Clarifying further is the reversed abundance card. So this can talk about, like I said, it does look like there could be a fluctuation as far as material or money. So that's something that once again, that self-restraint, that discipline, that control, that mastery, that's really going to need to be cultivated for you in 2020. There could be a heightened energy around that in March with this reverse blossoming abundance. It can talk about maybe feeling like, you know, money is just running through your fingers and even, like I said, to maybe take a more careful or a disciplined approach as far as managing finance, or as far as whatever it is that you are giving your energy to as far as creativity. Okay. Why is gratitude here as the overall energy for March 2020 for Scorpio? You tried it, but the Ace of Wands and the Judgment card wanted to come out. That's very strong, scorpionic, passionate energy. Why is gratitude here for March 2020 for Scorpio? Really? And then we have the Queen of Wands, fire energy, Aries energy. Why is the reverse blossoming abundance here? For March 2020 for Scorpio. Why is reverse blossoming abundance here for March 2020 for Scorpio? And then you come out. We have the Six of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Death card, which is all you. That's really funny. I'm not taking these because this is a lot, but I do think it's funny that you came out Scorpio. What I gather from these three cards, though, is once again, like I said, if there is a sense of financial fluctuation or financial instability, or just feeling like you can't hold on to your money around March, this is definitely an energy of, with the Six of Swords, this High Priestess, you intuitively knowing what to do to navigate yourself around that and transform the situation. But I'm going to put these back because that's way too many. Why is blossoming abundance here in the reverse for March 2020 for Scorpio? He's going to keep giving me three cards. Okay, so I'll keep it, but this is really annoying. Okay, so clarifying gratitude, we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so definitely taking on, like I said, more of a fiery energy if need be. Of course, some of you could be dealing with a fire energy external to you, but for now, I just feel like this is more so an energy that you need to take on as far as like gratitude. So basically, it's about keeping your energy at a particular vibration, at a particular frequency, having a goal-oriented, assertive kind of attitude, because the Queen of Wands is somebody who is very good at manifesting. She's very good at taking action, making things happen. She's very confident and bold, and she's just about her business, you know, or that's the energy that this carries. And it's about taking an active approach in remaining in that energy and taking action while you're in that. Clarifying the reverse abundance, we have the reverse Seven of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the reverse Knight of Cups. So yeah, the reverse Seven of Swords is always talking about like rethinking some things. It can talk about a certain level of deception. So maybe unfortunately this could be for a select few of you where if there are some financial fluctuations, inconsistencies, or feeling like you can't hold on to your money, it could be due to past deception, or dealing with untrustworthy situations or people, you know, things that you could be having to deal with in March, things that are reoccurring. But like I said, for whatever reason, whatever this stagnancy is in March is possibly due to past deception, past lower vibrational people or situations. And then this is just the energy of having to, like I said, rethink some things, re-strategize, and like I said, possibly take a more active or disciplined approach in regards to that. If this is talking about finances, if it's just talking about like creative things having to do with creativity or emotions, then there's a certain level of, like I said, being action, goal-oriented, confident, and bold, that you're going to have to really tap into, like I said, that fiery energy or that fiery aspect of yourself, just to kind of get things moving and get out of this stagnant energy, whatever it may be or however it may show up for you. But the Knight energy, it's very fast. Very fast. But with this reverse Knight of Cups, I feel like that's more so talking about a certain level of maybe disappointment or moodiness. Okay, so once again, maybe not being particularly in the happiest or the most satisfied of energy in March, but with that Queen of Wands, manifesting yourself out of it. Okay, so why is gratitude here for March 2020 for Scorpio? And why is blossoming abundance here in the reverse for Scorpio for March 2020? Instinct. Okay, so furthermore, like I said, the Queen of Wands is somebody who she's very sure of herself, she's very bold, and she is someone who goes out and she makes things happen. And I feel like that's an energy that you're going to need to maintain in spite of whatever may be going on with you in the physical. This is an energy that you need to maintain in March. Okay. knowing who you are, what you're capable of, and taking action while you're in that energy. Further clarifying the reverse blossoming abundance, we have instinct. So once again, like I said, the high priestess came out earlier with the six of swords. So I said that you intuitively know, or you will intuitively know how to move forward, navigating around, like I said, whatever this stagnant energy is, or whatever this fleeting energy is in regards to maybe creativity, maybe money, maybe finances, but whatever this lack of energy or this lack of free-flowing abundance, I feel like once again you're gonna have to rethink some things, re-strategize, but strongly there's a need to follow your instincts. Okay, especially like I said, if whatever this stagnant energy has to do with like a deceptive or a sneaky energy, or a situation that you were involved in at some point, follow your instincts in regards to that person or that situation. And for April, we have the path. So this is talking about a new path, like I said, opening up to you with the reversed Hierophant, taking a new approach. And I feel like that's going to kind of pop up as far as energy in April. So this is a new path being opened up before you, and you're just needing to walk through it, or walk through the door. Okay. Clarifying further, we have 2 8s here. This is indecision. Okay, so maybe there will be some kind of indecisive energy that you could be battling in April. Maybe in regards to, like I said, a direction that you're wanting to go in, a particular path that you're wanting to take in whatever aspect of your life. There could be like a difficult decision, or just kind of being in a lot of mental conflict about how to navigate moving forward, whatever this path may be for you. Why is the path here for April 2020 for Scorpio? Ace of Wands again. So like I said, there's something new, creative that you could be trying to go towards, a new beginning of some sort. You could be indecisive about it for whatever reason. Ooh, and you came out again. Scorpio. So transformation, strong action, strong, like, I want to say creative, new. It's just a fresh energy. But if you're creative, 2020 is definitely a year for you to use that, especially if it's something that can bring you, if it's something that can set you up on like a financial stability, like the King of Pentacles here. So if you can use your creative abilities to get you money, if that's not something that you're already doing, that's something that you need to do. Why is indecision here for April 2020 for Scorpio? There's too many cards. Why is indecision here for April 2020 for Scorpio? And we got more indecision. Okay, so maybe for some of you, this juggling will have to do more so with like finances. Like I said, if there's some fluctuating finances, you could be once again in March like re-strategizing some things. So sometimes the Two of Pentacles can talk about like going back and forth between 2 jobs or juggling 2 different projects. So that could be where this indecision is coming from, because some of you will, you know, have a decision to make in regards to what path you want to take as far as maybe work or creativity. And that could be what this juggling is about. But whatever it is, there's some kind of indecision that you may deal with in April, just in regards to, like I said, creativity, some kind of new beginning that you're either being offered or that you're going after. This is you, Scorpio. I do feel like this could be like the beginning of, you know, a transformative process or path for you. Okay, so a transformation to whatever you may be working on financially or creatively, and just having to deal with this indecision in regards to what direction you're wanting to go. And why is the path here for April 2020 for Scorpio? Miracle. And why is indecision here for April 2020 for Scorpio? Bittersweet and release. Okay. So once again, if there is some kind of, like I said, indecision, where some decision is needing to be made, and it's not just like if it's like a major kind of indecision, I should put it that way. If this is more of a major indecision, like really being at a fork in the road, at a crossroads where this juggling is happening, there could be a decision here for some of you to kind of release something here. Like I said, there's a new path before you, and you could be releasing some things, leaving something behind, and it could be a bit bittersweet for you. But with Miracle being here to clarify the path, the Ace of Wands and the Death card, like I said, I feel like this could be like a transformative juncture in the direction or the path that you're going to take. You're just having to be receptive to things working out. But as far as the indecision, it could, like I said, be a decision to maybe release something as one door closes, another one opens, you know, that kind of thing. But definitely be open to the positive, because like I said, with the Death card, the Ace of Wands, the path, that signifies that something new is trying to come in, but this indecision could be in regards to whatever is having to be left behind or dropped, okay? Like I said, those are 2 8s to me that talks about incoming abundance and prosperity. So I do feel like that's good. But moving forward to May, the overall energy is protection, which is a 6. It's a very harmonious, balanced energy. This is kind of more of a, it's kind of talking about like a more of an ancestral or divine kind of like spiritual protection for you. So maybe your need to spiritually, energetically protect yourself will be heightened in May. For others of you, there's just an energy of like having a heightened sense of protection around you. Like your guys will just be more, I almost wanted to say rambunctious. So like your ancestors, your spirit guides around May, they could just, you could have a heightened connection with them, or they could just have a heightened sense of, I want to say like protection, or just trying to like connect with you, communicate with you. So definitely need to be receptive to that. But this is also an energy of protecting your own energy and trusting yourself, okay? So if they, like I said, if you're someone who is spiritual and you do believe in like a higher power, you believe in spirit guides, that can be a heightened energy for you in May. Other than that, there's just an energy of needing to protect yourself and trust yourself in your energy. Clarifying that, we have victory, which brings on it, brings within itself a sense of fulfillment or accomplishment. Like I said, actually I want to save that thought. I want to clarify first. Why is protection here for May 2020 for Scorpio? Okay, and now we have, the Page of Swords came out first, of course. Okay, so clarifying. The first card that I seen, or the first card that flipped over, is the Page of Swords. So I always say that's a spy card. Like I said, I do feel like this is an energy of you having ancestors, spirit guides, whatever divine energy or power that you believe in, that being heightened around you in May. But also, if this is an energy of you just protecting yourself and trusting yourself, the Page of Swords is somebody who is, or an energy that's trying to get as much information as possible, wanting to be sure of yourself, wanting to have all the information. With the Queen of Pentacles and the reverse 8 of Cups, we do now have counterparts here, the King of Pentacles and the Queen. So for some of you, like I said, with that sacral chakra, this could be, you know, relationship stuff that is showing up in your reading. But outside of that particular context, I do feel like whatever this Page of Swords energy, it's in regards to, like I said, that base chakra. So home, your finances, like I said, the things that bring you that sense of security and stability within the physical, earthly reality. I feel like that's where your focus is on. That's where this Page of Swords, mental restlessness, curiosity, gathering of information, that's where that's coming from. It's you trusting yourself, like I said, protecting your energy, and you're trying to figure some things out. But also, there could be an energy with this reverse 8 of Cups of like a sense of avoidance or a sense of fear, all right, and needing to not operate out of that energy. Like I said, needing to trust yourself more. Why is victory here for May 2020 for Scorpio? Why is 3? Okay, so this is kind of weird. Clarifying victory, you have the reverse Seven of Wands, and then the reverse Justice card lines come out. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. So clarifying victory, you have the reverse Seven of Wands. Alright, to me, the reverse Seven of Wands is always talking about kind of just giving up, you know, kind of being too tired to fight a particular battle anymore, just being too exhausted. So whatever this sense of fulfillment or accomplishment that comes through for you in May, it could just have to do with you no longer, once again, like I said, giving your energy to something. Like something here could just be too exhausting for you to deal with, or just could be tiring you out in May. And the victory or that sense of accomplishment could just come from you no longer fighting for it, you no longer like I said, allowing things to take away from you. Further clarifying with the reverse justice, like I said, if there's an unbalanced situation, an unbalanced Libra, or just something here that is maybe not fair, not equal, I don't feel like you'll be giving your energy to that anymore in May, or the advice is not to. Okay, no longer fighting for things that aren't balanced, no longer fighting for things that aren't true to you and for you, where things aren't equal, things aren't balanced, just not putting up with that kind of energy anymore. Okay. Alright, and what is protection here for May 2020 for Scorpios? Nice protection here for May 2020 for Scorpio. Dissipating. Wise protection here for May 2020 for Scorpio. Alright, and why is victory here for May 2020 for Scorpio? Creation. Got it. Okay, so clarifying protection, we have dissipating and prayers. So dissipating is all about not letting your dreams kind of get away from you, or not letting things like pass you by. Okay, so once again, like with the reverse Seven of Wands, that's the energy of giving up or just being exhausted by a particular situation, person, energy, most likely something that's not fair, truth, or in alignment with you. Not allowing that energy to like take over and drain you, basically. Furthermore, we have the prayer card. So like I said, with protection being here, I do feel like there's a heightened spiritual energy around you via your whatever divine higher power you believe in. If you believe in ancestors, spirit guides, that's a heightened energy that you're needing to be interactive with in May. Okay, especially if, like I said, your energy has been drained or exhausted by a person or a situation that's not balanced or fair or truthful, or just something that's not in alignment to you, or something that's doing a disservice to you. No longer giving your energy to that. Okay, definitely connecting with spirituality if that's something that you are into. May is a good month for that. Clarifying the victory card, we have creation. So once again, like I said, if some of you are creative, this is the creator card. So using your gifts. Okay, like I said, no longer dealing with people, places, things, energy, situations, whatever this is that's draining to you, that's not in alignment, that's not fair, that's not balanced, whatever's taken away from your ability to create or to use your gifts or your talents, your wits, whatever, not allowing that anymore. Okay, because it's undermining to whatever it is that you could be doing with your gifts or yourself or your energy. So definitely tune into, you know, your higher self, whatever spiritual beliefs you have. Like, there's just pay extra attention to that in May. Last but not least, we have June. Overall energy is a 3, realization. So this is all about self-realizations, knowledge, knowing yourself on a deeper level, and just gaining insight, not only within yourself, but after gaining that insight on yourself, it's like it's automatic that you gain that insight into like various aspects of your life or whatever situation that you're dealing with. So kind of like a self-realization kind of thing. This is clarified by 2 cards. They're both 9s. We have anxiety and second chakra here. Okay, so maybe there's something, like I said, of a very personal, intimate, emotional nature that you know, like I said, causes you to have some kind of realization in June. Most likely the realization will have to do with, emotions, intimacy, and creativity. And like I said, with this anxiety card being here, it maybe it won't be, you know, the most comfortable process or realization, but this is an energy that's needing to be worked through, and it is an energy that's passing because these are 2 9s. Okay, but let's clarify this a little bit further. Why is realization here for June 2020 for Scorpio? And here you are again, but you're in the reverse. Alright, why is anxiety here? Why is anxiety here with the sacral chakra for June 2020 for Scorpio? Oh, you tried it. The 6 of Cups, more Scorpio energy, possibly something to do with a person or situation that you have a strong tie, a strong connection to. That's where the realization could be coming from or about. That could be, like I said, where the emotions are stemming from, or the intimate connection is stemming from, and it's causing some kind of realization within you. I'm putting these back, they play too much. But definitely cycling out of that energy, possibly in regards to, like I said, this could be due to a personal connection with the reverse lovers, some kind of tension or separation within a relationship. Causes you to realize some things. But why is anxiety here with the sacral chakra for Scorpios in June 2020? We have the reverse devil card again. So once again, freeing yourself from addictive behaviors, self-limiting behaviors, just things that drain your energy, that are just toxic, possibly. Okay. Why is anxiety here for June 2020 for Scorpios? Yes, anxiety in regards to relationships, love, maybe anxiety in regards to some kind of new start within relationships, love, or just within your own emotions. Why is second chakra here for June 2020 for Scorpio? Alright. So clarifying realization, we have you in the reverse, King of Cups. So more scorpionic energy. So like I said, I feel like this will be you gaining this realization. You could be dealing with any other earth sign, any fire sign, any air sign. So we have strong Libra, we have strong Leo, Aries, strong Taurus, a little bit of Virgo, and then we have the rest of Scorpio energy. So like I said, with the reverse King of Cups, I do feel like this could be you, maybe not in the highest emotional vibration in June for whatever reason. Like I said, it could be due to personal matters, intimate matters, relationships, emotions. Something here could have you upset in June, but it gives you more knowledge of self, and it could give you more knowledge and insight into whatever situation that you'll be dealing with in June. Clarifying both of these cards is the Devil. So like I said, this is a repeat from the overall energy of the year. The Devil in the reverse is always about freeing yourself from things that are not serving to you, addictive behaviors, things that are self-limiting, bad habits, toxicity, codependency, freeing yourself from that kind of energy, okay? And maybe they're being, like I said, in some kind of struggle, because you're in the reverse, and then anxiety being here, that's about worry and distress. So it may not be a comfortable process or energy to work through, but with the Devil being here in the reverse twice, it does look like that's something that you will be freeing yourself from. Clarifying anxiety is the Ace of Cups. So like I said, possibly worry surrounding either a new connection or a new cycle within a current connection, okay? So whatever this is, it's like it could be like an overwhelming sense of emotion here in June for whatever reason. I feel like it may be a little bit. Honestly, Scorpio, you're used to intensity, so it may not even be overwhelming for you, but this is how it pops up. You're actually pretty used to most intense emotions. when you're of a, a balanced vibration, it doesn't really intimidate you, but it is, it could be a bit of a heavier energy that you're dealing with in June, okay? And possibly what is causing this anxiety, or whatever this realization is in June, it could be something that, just like I said, it really triggers you emotionally, and there could be like an outpour of like a lot of emotion. Like if you see the up close, there's like it's pouring rain, typically with the cup, the Ace of Cups, the cup is running over, so it's like a strong outpour, a gushing of emotion. So if, like I said, if this isn't a new connection or something new within a connection, just something here that maybe brings you anxiety or weighs really heavy on you, or something that you realize in June, it causes something kind of like an emotional breakthrough or an emotional outpour. And clarifying the sacral chakra, we have the Six of Swords again with the reverse Five of Wands. So definitely trying to leave behind conflict, trying to leave behind drama, trying to leave behind low vibrational energy, trying to move on towards something a little bit more peaceful as far as, intimate matters, creative matters, and emotions. Okay, just trying to get to a more peaceful place and realizing some things along the way. Alright, and why is realization here for June 2020 for Scorpio? Why is also the base chakra, it deals, I'm saying this because of the cards that just came out, but the base chakra also deals with, like I said, possibly like childhood patterns that you picked up. It can do, like I said, with that sense of security and stability. So it can literally be talking about on an emotional level, feeling insecure, depressed, anxious, like I said, because you don't have your creature comforts or your that stability that you want. So it can cause, emotional insecurity as well as financial insecurity when you're having base chakra issues. Alright, and why is anxiety in the sacral chakra here for June 2020 for Scorpios? Why is anxiety in the second chakra here for June 2020 for Scorpio? Okay, so come June, some of you, like I said, there could be some heavier energies that you are working through, or that you're realizing. Okay, so these two cards flipped over together. We have insecurity, and there's also a little devil in here, so it's kind of like you got the devil card 3 times. But we have insecurity, and we have despondence, which is talking about insecurity and depression. Okay, and then we have anxiety here. So like I said, there could be some heavier emotions in June that you're working through. Whether or not you're overwhelmed by them, it does look like they are here. The King of Cups is in the reverse, so that is somebody who can maybe not be the most emotionally stable or the most emotionally expressive. It's not really an emotionally receptive kind of energy. It could be a little bit stubborn. So definitely beware of that, Scorpio. But I feel like whatever this realization is in June, it's most likely to do with whatever this reverse devil energy is that you're freeing yourself from here in 2020. It's like whatever your devil energy was, it most likely had to do with maybe codependency, or like I said, insecurity stemming from relationship or childhood trauma, and as well as instability in finances. So whatever has caused this insecurity or this anxiety or this despondence, that's something that you're coming to the realization of in June, or that's something that you're dealing with. Or these energies put you into the energy of realizing something else. However it works, somehow, some way, this realization has to do with these emotions, whether these emotions are a catalyzation for this, or I lost my train of thought. But whether these are catalyzing the realization, or hopefully it's not vice versa, where you realize some things and it puts you into this. I don't feel like it's that. I feel like you'll just be realizing some things about yourself on an emotional level, or some things that are needing to be worked through. You'll gain some more clarity, some more self-knowledge, but definitely with anxiety, insecurity, despondence, there's just some heavier emotions that you have to work through. Then we have workaholic here. So like I said, it's like you're trying to leave behind the unnecessary shit. You know, things that are just where there's too much conflict, there's too much drama or pettiness, or too much fire or egos involved. I feel like that's something that you're trying to leave behind, possibly. Like I said, the Six of Swords has come out 2 or 3 times. Then we have the Journey card here. So like I said, there could even be physical relocation or movement involved to navigate your way out of a particular energy or situation. But definitely don't bury yourself in work. Don't try and bury these emotions. Just deal with them. Okay, I do hate they all came out for June, but try not to avoid it. Okay, with the workaholic energy, try not to avoid the just the things that you have to work through on an emotional level. Okay, so is there anything else? Sorry if I'm a little spacey. It is like 3 a.m. I'm so tired. But I couldn't go to sleep until I did at least one video. Let me see, is there anything else? Alright, is there anything else the Scorpio should know for the first 6 months of 2020? Okay, we have walking away in the reverse, and this is another 9. No, yeah, 7, 9. So walking away in the reverse, this can talk about having like just a hard time at leaving some things behind. Okay, so with I think the reverse 8 of Cups came out earlier, and then we have like workaholic here. That's a strong sense of avoiding. Okay, so like I said, try not to bury yourself in whatever you could be burying yourself in, especially if it's work. Try not to do that. Okay, try not to procrastinate what needs to be dealt with. Okay, so if there's some things that are needing to be, you know, released, either energetically or you're needing to like physically walk away, please do that. Easier said than done, but these are just energies that are here. Only take it if it resonates. All right, I do hope that some of this could have resonated for you. I do hope that you got something from it, and I do hope that some of this will resonate in a couple of months and you check back. Let me know. Until the next video, I do appreciate it if you have watched, and I will see you in the next Scorpio reading. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and